When you have love, you have faith. You really have it. It's in your nature. It's in your everything. Because love is of God. That's why God said, you have to love him with all your heart, soul, and might. Because when you truly have real love, all of yourself is given unto him. You love him, and everything else will work out. So you don't have to name it and claim it, because he made everything anyway. And love will draw all these things unto you that you need in your life. Whether it's a husband or a wife or material things, you would naturally get that because you have no doubt. And your focus is on the right thing, and that is seeking God first and just being with him, and he is taking care of you. So you don't have to name it and claim it. You don't have to be afraid to tell someone the truth because they may take something away from you. I was telling Patrick the other day, over the last 20 years, and we've been doing this for 20 years, I can't feel any loss, anything that I've lost. And I know I know I've lost some things because people have asked me to do things that I won't do. You know, I've been banned from radio stations and stuff like that. I remember I was doing a radio show once during the 20 years, and this issue came up, and I didn't agree with the issue, and they told me, if you say what we want you to say, we'll put you back on the radio. But I didn't believe in what they were saying, so I couldn't say it. And I was banned from the show. But I didn't miss anything from that. It didn't affect who I am. It didn't affect my love for them. And because my life is built on love now. It's not built on anything else but that. That is the foundation. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for love. That's what's missing in your life. That's why you have hatred in your heart. You have resentment. That's why you doubt yourself. That's why you can't have the criticism, or you worry about what others think, and you're trying to, because you're a hateful people. When you have those emotions, it comes from hatred, from resentment. That's why God said you got to forgive. How can you love your enemy if you hate? If you have any resentment at all in your heart? You can't even love your own family with that in your heart. And so my mission, or my whatever for you, desire, is that you find love. That's what you're looking for. And it's not you can't get it from another person. It's not in material things. It's not in your job. It's not in speaking tongues and looking good. It's not in anything that you can acquire. It's in the Spirit of God. But you got to overcome the anger and the resentment in your heart that you have first, and then you can have love. That's what we're all looking for. It doesn't matter how fancy you are, how well you speak. If you don't have love, you have nothing. And if you don't have love, you have no faith. When you have love, faith is love. Faith is hope. It's all in there together. You can never have doubt when you have love. Perfect love casts out fear. Any questions about this? We're running out of time. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
I discovered that it's like a road to love, or like how you get love, you know. And it's like, I noticed I had a disagreement with a friend the other day, and nothing made any sense until at some point, somewhere along the line, I realized I am at fault.
Yes.
And everything changed at that point. But nothing did until then, because it was all about what they were doing. It was all, okay, this person's wrong, I've got to convince them. But yet, I was convinced that they were wrong, but yet inside myself it was bothering me, which should have been the first clue, and I disregarded it.
That's right.
And when I realized that, why is it bothering me? It's bothering me because I got a problem.
Yes, sir.
And then it was done.
That is such a powerful point. When you have love, whatever the other person is doing or not doing, it's not going to bother you. Whether they're right or wrong, whether they're a thief or a liar or a murderer or whatever, it's not going to bother you. That doesn't mean you have to put up with it. It doesn't mean you're going to, allow them to destroy you. But inwardly, you're not bothered by it at all. And so if you are bothered by someone else being wrong, then the issue is with you. You have no love.
Jesse,
it's not them. Yes.
The issue was kind of a red herring because it wasn't really about that anyway. the issue came out that I have a problem with accepting criticism.
Yes.
And I looked at something they were doing that had nothing to do with that issue at all, just as a distraction. But it became clear at a certain point, this is the problem.
Yeah.
I was criticized for something, I didn't like it, I reacted to that, and that was the issue.
That's right. You got it. You're looking for love, folks. And you don't see love around you. You don't see it in the Christian community. You're not seeing it in your homes. You're not seeing it in your friendships. When you can't be straight up honest with your friends, you don't have love. Really, you don't have love. If you got to sneak around with your kids, I know some people who have lying kids, and they let the kids lie because they don't want to hurt their feelings. I'm thinking, don't you know this little person will grow up and be one of the biggest liars on earth? That's not going to get better as they get older. So you need love. Sherry, what you thinking? You look like
I'm thinking that that's just where I came to church today. Because that's what I was saying this morning, that everything about life is about, letting go of anger. That's why we go through all the suffering we go through.
Yes, ma'am.
So that the purpose, so that we can learn to forgive and let it go, and that's love.
Thank you. When you feel conflict in your life, when you feel fear and doubt and worry and that emptiness that you get, this anger that you get toward yourself and others, when you are trying to get all you can get to make yourself feel important, when you can't sleep at night, or when you're in bad relationships, when your kids are out of control, you have no love. So don't tell yourself you have love. Patrick asked, what is the beginning of love? The beginning of getting love is to be honest with yourself that you don't have it. And so I'm telling you that the clues that you don't have it are these things that you're feeling and going through. That's the evidence that you don't have it. So don't be mad at yourself about it. It's enough to just see it, and then God will change it. You cannot change it. He just wants you to recognize, but we've been so brainwashed to believe that all the stuff we're feeling is due to love. You're treating me this way because I love you. That's not true. So I'm telling you this, and it's all in the Bible. The man just read it right here in the scripture.
That's right.
He just read it. And love is not a feeling, but yet it has great compassion for others. The compassion is so great that it never judges its fellow man, whether it's a husband, wife, children, your enemy. That's how compassionate love is. Can you imagine? Now, that doesn't mean you don't tell the truth about situations or deal with situations, but can you imagine living a life without having to judge your fellow man or yourself? We can have peace on earth just like that. Get a copy of my Be Still and Know prayer CD and start out with that, all right? Thank you for tuning in, and thank you guys, too.
For more information or to purchase a copy of this show, visit us on the web at www.bondinfo.org or call 1-800-411-BOND.